Hello, 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 and welcome to the premiere. It comes around quickly, doesn't it? I can't believe it's a week since we did the last one. Anyway, back on the Kraft folder, file folder, and the last page we did was the green page, and for this folder, the only one I've got left now is the red one. The red one. So, I've been quite looking forward to this, actually, the red one. This is just about the only remnant of red I've got left. Well, I mean, I did have another piece, that piece. But I'm going to use that. So I could use this side. I'm going to make a side pocket. Obviously, I haven't got enough card to make the whole thing into a side pocket, so it's just going to be that big. It's a bit busy, I think. I like the dark red. I prefer that side. And I'm going to put it so it just reaches over all of the holes here. So it's going to go kind of like there, like that. And I've looked at some red pieces, both from 49 and Market and some Timmy stuff, and I think there might even be some Witchcraft You Do stuff in there. There's all sorts of everything. But you'll see the background is red and green, and that's not an accident. Green is the complementary colour of red, and they just sing together. So you'll see these things that I've put out here, they're red and green, and they just look delicious together. They really do. So let's just say we've got that down there, which I know we haven't, but let's just say we have. So I've looked at, I kind of wanted to use black and white. I wanted white to be the contrast. So this, I think, is 49 and Market. No way of telling, but I think it is. And I just want to put that kind of in the middle like that. I like the black and white contrast in the back. So let's start by hacking that up. I've become quite kind of, well, I would describe it as cavalier of late. I've been seeing stuff that I've kept for ages and ages because I like it. I love it in some cases and can't bring myself to use it, but I've given myself a talking to, and you know, why have I got these things? If I'm really not going to use them, why did I buy them? So I've decided to use things up. So all my beautiful ephemera pages from 49 and Market that I keep and keep and keep. I mean, just look at them. They are so beautiful. So now if I think they would enhance a project, they're going to go on it. Hooray. So yeah, that's going to go there. I might just glue as I go, you know. Ooh, that way might lead disaster. But that is definitely going there, so I can put that down. I'm pretty sure of that. Pretty sure. Once I've glued it down, I better be very sure. Because I have no more red to start again. Whoops-a-daisy. But we'll be all right. We'll be fine. So, where's the centre? That's about right. So it's about there. Doesn't matter if it's centred or not, we'll work around it. And I just want that right to the edge, so I'm just going to stand that up and press it down so we're right on the edge. There we go, right. Now there's no reason I can't build above it, because that's not going to impede the pocket. I just can't put anything that's going to come, say, down here, because that's going to make my pocket smaller. So, but I can build up there. So, I'm really into my labels of late. So I could put that up there, right to the top. It probably needs stamping on to carry on this black and white image thing that we've got going. And this one, well, I could just put it in the opposite corner. like that. So yeah, I mean, already we've got a bit of a construction going on here. Okay, I'm not going to stick anything else down now for a while until I get some bravery about me. I am, however, going to stamp on those, so let's do that. Let's just do it. Let's move this to one side. Let's get my little foamy stampy thing. And my frequently used stamps. Right, well, the one on the top is the legible text. I kind of like that idea. I've also got this one, but it's a field label one. Is it a bit big? It's slightly too large. This butterfly one. That would go nicely on there. Quite like that. What else do I have? I've got all sorts of everything in here. Specimen one, is that too wide? No, that's about perfect actually. Yeah, let's try that one then. Come here, Miss P. Come on, good girl. This is so dirty. Honestly, they all really need a good wash. Even for me, this is manky. So, there you go. Ink. It's always a good idea to have ink if you're going stamping. Now, somewhere on here, the black must be out because it's not in its proper place. So, I don't know where that can be. Oh, I'll just show you something else now. I've just come across it on my desk. It's a little, I don't need it for this project, I just made it. It's, you come off there. It's a little corner bookmark. Goes like that on your corner of your page. See these really nice stickers? The sort of fashion stickers. See them? I got those from Temu. They're gorgeous. And then on the other side we've just got that. So you could put that in your journal. It could be a bookmark, or you could easily put things, tuck things up under it like that. So yeah, there's that. I just came across it, thought I'd show you it. But I love those stickers. They're gorgeous. And because it reminded me of a sewing pattern, I put buttons and a safety pin and stuff around it. I couldn't resist the numbers, and I couldn't resist the washi around the outside. So yeah, that's what I ended up with. Just thought you might be interested as I pass by it. All right, I'm looking for ink, aren't I? Well, I am, without any great... Oh yeah, there we go. Knew he had to be out somewhere. Okay, let's stamp this one up. And I'm not that fussed if it's not the world's most perfect stamp. I might as well do it on this one. Miss P works very well, I must say. Look at that. That's absolutely fine. Just the job. Trying to keep my hands clean today. Yeah, let's see how that goes, shall we? That's all right. I don't think I need any more on that, really. Just need to find something to go on that other one. Oh, finest in the world. How about that? Finest in the world, that's nice. I've got that sort of book page one with flowers on, it's just a wee bit tall. Yeah, let's put finest in the world. I hardly ever get to stamp this. So let's just put that fairly centrally on there. Finest in the world. Thanks, Miss P. You are indeed the finest stamp block in the world. Right, let's put the ink away where it should live, so I know where to find it next time. Miss P just kind of lives on the desk because she's used so much. Frequently used stamps can go back in there. Right, okay. Where were we? Yeah, we were there. We were there-ish. So I've got these coming off the page, the pocket. Yeah, they look nice. And then what? Well, this pretty much all of this ephemera that you're about to see is 49er market. So I want that to go up a little higher. I'm going to have to build this on the page, otherwise I can't see where things are going. So that, I'm going to leave a little gap at the top. This ticket, however, that's the edge of the pocket there, so I'm going to put that right up to the top. So we've extended this, the look of the pocket, not the pocket itself, of course. I can do nothing to extend that. That's going to go up there. Finest in the world. Marvellous. Right, this one, well, I'm going to leave it right at the bottom there. We might move it, I don't know, we'll see. Got shaky hands today, so it's a really difficult day to do a collage. Right, my centrepiece, and I tried many centerpieces, is this. Look at that. How darn beautiful is that? So I'm going to have that there. Going to have that there. Over that black and white. Shows up nicely. And I do like that. It's lovely. That is lovely. Some of that 49er market, the ephemera, is, I would say, in my opinion, second to none. It doesn't have white lines around it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And they're all the ones that come in these packs. The ones that are 6 by 12 and they fold out. They're all kiss cut for you, so you just need to pop them out. And no white edge, no nothing. They're just brilliant. So if you're going looking for ephemera on the 49er market, people, have a look for those, the 6 by 12. Pieces. I can't remember how they work out for price, but they couldn't have been too bad because I bought them. This I'm just going to pop under there just to break up that line. It does somewhat spoil my finest in the world, but that's okay because that was more for effect. More for effect than anything. So there we are. It's starting to introduce little bits. And I've got this stamp. Now that was on the cardboard backing that comes with those 12 by 6. So you have to cut these out yourself. So I cut it out using my fancy scissors. So it still looks like a stamp. The background is white and I'm going to leave that. I'm embracing white today, not the sort of more grungy type of work that I usually do. I'm just going to put that over there like that. Yeah, we're looking all right? Looking all right, I think. Right, this is a Kathy Holden piece of ephemera. We're going round the houses today, aren't we? And I want that. Yeah, I don't know where I want that yet. Let's have a think about the bottom first. I've got this really nice big tickety thing. Tickety-boo. Which I'm going to put over that black and under the flower and over the black and white. Bring that down like that. And I think that's going to be I think that's the bottom there. But I will want to add a little bit of tweezers. Okay, here they are on the wrong side. I will want to add a little bit of Timmy or something down here so it doesn't look like it's just fallen away. So let's try this little bit in there. So it's just a little bit, but it really does make a difference, I think, to that whole bottom corner. Yes, that's better. I like that. Right, what else have I got? Got this one. This one. These are the big pieces that I've got. I've got this that says Pure Beauty. Isn't that lovely? That might look quite nice there. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see when we get around to that. And this little piece here that says everything is fine. Go on, focus. It doesn't want to focus, but it says everything is fine. Okay, so what's the story, Jackanory? I think this one I want to put sort of here, up to the edge. Yeah, I'm going to make a decision on that one. Yeah, like that, possibly. And this Kathy Holden one, I want under there, under all of that, like that. And also pretty much up to the edge. So there we go. That one wants to be up a little bit, up under that stamp. Like that. Then this, which is quite a big sort of title piece really, it might be a bit wide for our requirements, so I'm going to attempt to cut this with scissors, so you know, anything could happen. No, you know what, that looks okay. Let's cut the bottom off as well. I have to concentrate really hard when I'm doing that. And I think I want this down here, just over that bit of red that we had still left exposed. So yeah, that would look nice there. Just want to show a little bit of that label there, the red label. There we go. So, okay. I've got this problem of what to do down here, haven't I? What have I got? I've got these tiny little bits of Timmy. I don't know, let's see if I can put this in with my right hand. Just there. It's looking nice already, I like it. Yeah, I've got this round one, this round green Timmy's tiny snippet. But I'm wondering if it would look quite nice there, break that red up there a bit. I want to use that everything is fine because I like it. So I might put that there just over the bottom of that green bit. Yeah. Things are floating round a bit, but you know, they will get stuck eventually. And yeah, I've got this other tiny little Timmy snippet, but I think that might look quite nice there. Just break up that little corner a bit. So that's kind of where my idea is. I quite like that. But because I've got this heavy green on this side here, I think I need to budge that over a bit. So let's budge that over to there, which means I need to bring that up from the bottom. But this can go down to the bottom. Just try and keep it so it's not like a straight edge everywhere. Bring that down to the bottom. Put that about there. Everything is fine. Bring that over to the other side. I think that's what's needed. Put that about there. Then I've got my teeny tiny Timmy bit. Maybe there actually. Yeah, maybe there. Yeah, that's okay. And all I've got left is this ultra teeny bit, which I'm not seeing. Oh, I don't know. Could go there. Yeah, quite like it there actually. Just carry on that green down there. And that, I think, is, oh no, hang on. I've still got my lovely pretty red bow, which I do like, and I think that would go up at the top really nicely. So that's kind of that. That's my thinking on that. So let's go around and glue that down. I really like it. It's really standout, I think. Let's just budge these to one side. Oh, look at that. Just caught everything with my big floppy cardie. Anyway, I'm going to start from the top down. By the time I get to the bottom, I'll have to worry about that. So the first thing to go down is that label. And it doesn't go right to the bottom. These are sticky sticker labels. I don't know where I got these from. It could be one of the Your Creative Studio boxes, possibly. I could have similarly bought them off Ali, I'm not sure. Just not sure. Right, so I really want this squared up. Do I need to glue that down first? The thing, yeah, I probably do, you know. I probably do. Oh my goodness. Try and remember. I can't use my phone to take a photo because I'm filming with it today. Anyway, let's stick this down. I think I can kind of remember where things are. Yeah, this side. So, I have got a really exciting new project to bring you guys once this is finished. But we still need to do the duck egg blue in the other one and something really groovy on the front cover. I really want it, ooh, lots of glue. I really want something kind of special on that front cover. And I have ideas. I have got ideas.
Above your station, usually.
Above my station, says Mr. F. Thanks. He's not very complimentary these days, is he? I must say that. Right, so this, I think, was just kind of touching that there. Wow, these are sticky. And straight up that edge. So I'm pretty sure that's where that lived. Excellent. And it looks great. I just love even that. It looks really nice. So I'm going to guddle into my ones for the bottom. And I'm going to put that one there. These are kind of hard to get the backing off because they've got that funny inverted corner sort of thing going on. So I want it up to the edge of the pocket, up to the bottom of the black and white piece. There we go. That's lovely. That's grand. Where's my bone folder? Oh, losing everything today. Here it is. It's time to tidy my desk again. It's getting to be a bit of a mess. Well, partly, I'll show you in a bit, Mr. F presented me with a load of letraset. So that I want that to come down to the bottom. Then what else did I have there? Oh yeah, I had this, which I want to put on after, but this can go on now. This is just square cut out of the back of the 49er marker ephemera thing, but I cut it with my fancy, I nearly said fancy ass, shouldn't say that, with my fancy scissors to get a nice bottom to it that looked a bit more like a ticket. Right, so that's that. The rest I'm going to have to wait till I've got the focal point on, which will go about there-ish. So I need to get this top stuff stuck on, and the biggest bit is this green bit, and it's going to go from the top down along the edge of the pocket, like that. Yeah, I think like that. I'm really enjoying building this one, and I think it's because it's red and green. They're just such beautiful colours to work with. And of course there's flower in it. That's never a bad thing where I'm concerned. So right up the edge of that pocket and right to the top of the paper. Lovely. That's that. You'll notice I'm not inking anything. I'm not inking anything at all. I'm embracing the white. So that's going to go there. Kind of there-ish, I think. So next coming round we have this. Yeah, this. I think. Or was it that? Is it really going to make much difference? Probably not, so let's just do this. There we go. And I somehow find it easier, less shaky if I use tweezers, so we'll do that. So I want this just about there. But I certainly find the best way of approaching this is to get some pieces out. Don't swamp yourself with pieces. That's when I get really antsy. I've got too many pieces and I don't know which to choose. So limit yourself in what you put out, I would say. So this is a Kathy Holden sticker. It's coloured right to the edges, which I like a lot. And I'm going to put this just in at the bottom of that sticker there, like that. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. And I know that our bow goes right at the top, so that we can stick in as well, definitely. Yeah, I thought I'd seen the ultimate in ephemera when I saw the Stamperia stuff, because, you know, it's beautiful. But this, well, I don't know, maybe it's because it's kind of more watercolory and not so photographic, if you know what I mean. Right, so I'm just going to pop that there in that corner. How nice does that look? Pretty darn nice. Looks pretty darned nice. Tell you what I am hankering after though. I'm hankering after doing just some Timmy. Right, so let me show you what we've got so far. That's that top corner. Oh, the stamp. The stamp goes there, doesn't it? Uh-huh. That would have been easy to forget. So that just goes there, like that. Just breaks that squareness up. Yes. I nearly forgot that. Mr. F's been really busy this morning. We have a new toy, a new Mr. F toy. And he's been playing with it this morning. I'm so pleased. I'm so delighted that he's got something. I mean, you know, I say it's Mr. F's. It's a workshop tool, but it's a pillar drill. And for those of you that don't know what a pillar drill is, stands on your bench and it's got a handle at the side. The drill comes straight down. So you pull that down and the drill drills into whatever's directly underneath it. So he's been drilling holes in everything this morning. He's been having fun, and that's great. So that goes there. I seem to recall we're building up this side bit now. That's right, then we had that gap. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. Time alone will tell. We can't be going that far wrong. We're using the same bits, even if they're not in exactly the same place. So I'm just going to bring that up there. Just to the edge, like that. Oh, and yesterday he went shopping and he brought home a toaster. Yay! I'm excited to have a toaster. How sad am I really when you think about it? But we always just use the grill, you know, we just switch the grill on. And very often it's just me that's having toast and I only have one slice. So the other day I was saying to Mr. F, I think there's got to be a more cost-effective way of making one piece of toast. And he said, yeah, have you not heard of toasters? Yeah, I've heard of them. I just hadn't thought of them, that's all. So when he went shopping yesterday, he came home with a toaster. So it's a new equipment week this week. Toasters, pillar drills, my goodness, you name it. The world's our oyster. Do you like your pillar drill, Mr. F?
I love my pillar drill.
You love it? Oh, that's good. We've called her Hillary Pillary. Because everything has to have a name, doesn't it? So yeah, Hillary Pillary, that's her. Right, I did take out some butterfly ephemera as well. And I've got this one, which I thought might go there. Maybe even down a little bit. Down to there. I don't know. Just there. I would say just there, but I'll leave it just now in case that doesn't look right when we've got all the rest of the stuff in. So there's this. Let's put the flower where it's going, which is there, right there. Yeah, that's so pretty. And because, like I said, I've got that green now, I'm going to bring this green here all the way over, because they're the two main bits of green that you see. And I want the everything is fine, just underneath it, like that. Is that something like what we had? I reckon so. Then we dallied around with all these little bits of Timmy, didn't we? But basically that goes there, so let's put that there. I'll tell you what, let's put the flower on first. Is there anything that needs to go under it? Maybe a little bit of green Timothy, just there. I don't know, let's have a look. Quite like that there, so I'm going to put that there. There's no point shouting at me, I can't hear you. So if this is not what we had, my apologies, but it's what we've got. Oh my goodness, Mr. F's on the floor with a quilting ruler. What is going on? I don't know. He's cutting a piece of mount board. I'll keep you appraised of the situation. Maybe making something for the Hillary to stand on. I don't know. But when I do know, I'll let you know. This is the everyday workings of the Miss P household.
Packaging.
Oh, he's making packaging. Yeah, because he's got some things to send out. I got a lovely surprise in the post the other day. I got it was Sophia, you know, our lovely little boss lady. It was her birthday the other day, and I sent her some little bits and pieces that I thought she would like for her arts and crafts. And she sent me, oh, it was just beautiful, this lovely coloured in picture of a fairy with an art palette. It was just gorgeous, and oh, let's bring that in a little bit. And on the back there was the most sweetest note from Sophia thanking me for what I'd sent her, and she'd used what I'd sent her to colour the little fairy in, so it was lovely to see. I was so pleased. And I can't even remember why I was telling you this, apart from I got some nice post. It's lovely to get things like that. I love it. And I'm glad she was happy with them. Right, so this can go in next. This is just paper, because it's a Witchcraft You Do one that I just obviously just printed out on paper. Might have been better printing the whole sheet out on card, but I didn't, so I didn't. So right over to this side and about there. I think that looks okay. And then this, everything is fine, is going just on top of that, slightly more central. And I want a tiny piece of the Tiny Timmy under there. Yikes, come back. But just about there, I think. Which is just on the bottom of that pocket. Just a touch up from it. It's all coming together, guys. Miraculously, somehow. So that is just gonna go, excuse my head, there. Everything is fine. So what else have I got? That's about it. It's just this butterfly, whether we're going to use the butterfly or not. Oh, I think we should. Don't you? I think we should. So it's quite a little bitty one, this collage, but I like it. Just pop that there. It just looks nice. Looks finished now. Let's just have a check and make sure it is finished. See what I've got left on my desk. Stick his antenna down. Don't want them lifting up. Right, okay, so what have I got left? I've got some butterflies. Yeah, no, all is good. Don't think there's any room for that. Although it does look quite nice there. I've got Pure Beauty as well. I prefer the black one if I was going to have any. Not saying I am having any. It's all good. I don't know. I think it knocks the balance of the whole thing off, so I'll leave that off. And they can go away in their respective drawers. And I think that's it. I need to cut out the holes down the side. Oh, I'll just get this fellow out. Just put the holes in again. I obviously can't talk and do this either. I'm sure Mr. F's taking note of all these things that I can't do and talk. I'm going to save an afternoon of doing these so he gets some silence. No. No. I think that's it. I think so. Okay. Just pop it there just now. So all that remains to be done is to find a journaling card for it. I am glad we used the white and black. It would have been overwhelming otherwise. So I found this card, which I think is just gorgeous. It's possibly a bit pinkier than red, but there is a lot of red in it, and I like the black and white, so I think it goes very well. And don't forget, our pocket isn't the full size. As we'd say in this country, it's not the full shilling. But that will go in there really nicely, and I like that. It's a lovely journaling card. Lovely. There was a larger one as well on one of the pieces of, the backing pages. That one. But it's just too big. It just won't fit in my pocket. So let's put that in the thingy folder. Not sure which folder it is that it belongs in, but let's have a look. That's pretty, isn't it? It's just pretty. Do you belong in this one? No, this is the duck egg one. That's what I'm going to do next. Oops. Yeah, here we go. I must say I do like the way that blue page turned out. So let's open it up. Yikes. Hopefully I've got the holes in the right place. More or less. Yeah, I know I have. There we go. And that's that. That's our green one from yesterday or whenever. And turn it over. Oh yeah, no, that red one looks lovely. Doesn't it? Looks very vibrant, which is excellent. It's kind of what I wanted. So there we are. That is that finished now, apart from the cover. And actually, I think I might just put some pieces of paper in the back. We do have that notebook, but just, no, I maybe won't, because this is full. I can't really get much more in there. So I'll leave it like that. If whoever ends up with it wants to put papers in between the decorated pages, that's fine. Of course they can do that. So yeah, that's that done, apart from the cover. Very nice it looks too. So our next project, which is coming along any minute, is going to be this one, the only one we've got left in here. to do. So let's take that out in readiness. And yeah, that's the green one. So it's this one. So I'll pause you there for a minute while I get the red put away and bring the green out. Or blue. It's blue, isn't it? Blue. So see you in a sec. Right, I'm back with the duck egg blue and sort of, well, kind of pinky peachiness. Hard to say what it is, but for the purposes of this, it's going to be a very soft peach. And I've cut my side pocket off, out should I say. It's the back of that page, and I'm going to use the self-coloured page. So that's going to go there, like that. Right, in this pack from 49er Market, you get this fake lace. You know, card lace, and it's gorgeous. And they've got two colours there that would go really, really well with our card. That one would go beautifully, beautifully. But I have decided to go this route, because I think it really kind of picks up those and brings them all into play. And then I fussy cut out of this piece, which is the back of the cover for the 49er Market Spectrum Sherbet Classics 12 by 12s. I cut three pieces because I couldn't decide which I wanted. I cut that one, which is gorgeous. I love that one. This one, once again, just lovely. And this one. So, to be honest, any of them would do the job. And were it not that I'd decided to pick this out, I mean, I could always change my mind. With that, if I was going down the real duck egg route, but I'm not. I'm going like that. And I think that looks really pretty. Looks pretty enough just to leave it like that, to be honest. But we're not. Of course we're not. So, yeah. I think the first thing to do is stick this fake lace on. Because otherwise I keep hitting it and it's getting on my wig. There we go. So I'm just going to put some glue down the edge of here. And stick it on. Okay. I don't know. Need to find a piece inside it and make sure it's straight all the way up. Like that, possibly. Is that straight? Is that straight? Is that straight? I think it's something like straight. I think that's okay. Let's chop the ends off before I catch it and do untold damage. There we go. And this one. There we go. Right. See, it looks pretty already. I'm not going to save... Oh my goodness me. I'm not going to save that bit. But I am going to save that. That would make a nice little top on a pocket or something like that further down the road. Let's put the lid back on the glue. It goes remarkably well with that duck egg, doesn't it? That soft corally colour. And this is going to go kind of there. Straight up-ish. At a little bit of an angle. Just to please me. I like things at an angle. Right, I've looked at all of this stuff. And somehow that's going to fit on there. Right. Right. Well, I've got this film strip that maybe would go down there. I don't know. I've got a softer blue one. I've got the darker blue one, but it doesn't really show up very well, to be honest. I don't know. That's a possibility. I'll leave it to that side. But this one, I think, covers all bases. It's kind of the right colour in as much as it shows up, but it's not too striking. Yeah, probably that one. So let's put these other two to the side. Might come back and use them. I'm not saying I won't do that. I do not know. Now, I've been cannibalising some of the 12 by 12s in the 49er Market set, the Spectrum sherbets, and this was a piece out of it. And I'm thinking that I want to put that just behind there, up a little bit from the bottom, kind of like that. Come down, you film strip. Oh my goodness, this is the thing when you get all sorts of little bits. They want to hang on to each other. So I want that there, and I want that kind of there. That about there. So I'm just kind of trying to put the basics in, the big bits. There's another bit that I cut out of a page here, this bit here. See, that was just part of the design on the page, but it's so pretty and so perfect for what we're looking for. I mean, it would go beautifully with these, but I'm not using those, so, well, I don't think I am anyway. So I want to put this in just up here, just like that. I think is nice. Have the flowers against the flowers. That's looking all right. And this is another piece from the paper pad. I'm just trying to get the big stuff in at the minute. So bring that down to about there. Yeah, okay, that's looking all right. I think that's looking all right. So I want something underneath this. It looks a bit bare. I mean, actually, it looks really nice, but you know the name of the game. Keep putting stuff on. So I'm going to put that up under those stems there, like that. Once again, a piece out of the paper pad. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. And these are from the Tim Holtz, the snippets, curator's snippets, I think they're called. So yeah, that looks nice to me now. This, however, looks a bit sparse. So what do we got? What have we got? What have we got that I haven't chopped up yet? I've got this one. Don't want any of those. Or any of those. No? Okay. What else can I put there? I've got this stamp. And there's another sheet as well that's got more stamps than this, but I don't know where it is. Doesn't matter. That I want to put up there. Just to break up those two bits of... Oh, get in. Pity's sake. There we go. Just to break up those two turquoisey duck egg pieces. So that's quite nice. And then I have got this gorgeous butterfly. Look at him. He's just the perfect colouring. I had it in my butterfly box, so don't ask me where it came from. Could be absolutely anywhere. And I thought he would go up there. I think so. Yeah, I think so. That sort of finishes that top end up. But coming down to this bottom end again, I need something orangey, but not too orangey. This is a piece of the curator's snippets again, so I could bring that down to there, which would bring all that together. And then maybe this is going together remarkably well. but I'm not going to say that out loud. I didn't say that. And then maybe that. Just hanging off the bottom there. Oh, I'm going to have to bring it across a little bit. About there. What's wrong with that? What exactly is wrong with that? I find that quite pleasing. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to stick that down. I'm going to stick it down. I've got all sorts of other little bits here, but I don't need them. I've got a bit of a gap there. I'm really looking for faults here, and I don't think there are, that many faults, so I'm going to leave it as is and get it stuck down. Right, so the film strip can be first, so it's right on the bottom. I could cast them all to one side. I probably will in a minute, but I can definitely get this stuck on. I know people have said to me about sticking top down, using your topper and sticking bits to it and that. I just can't get the hang of that. For some reason, whatever reason, I don't know. It makes perfect sense to me. I can see why you'd want to do it. I just can't get it to work. So let's get that under there, just in that corner. Fairly straight if we can get it. There we go, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, so next bit probably is this bit. So I'm going to have to move certain bits while I glue this bit on. I can't believe this is the very last side of the Kraft folder. I can honestly say I have thoroughly enjoyed every single page. It's, it's had its own challenges, every page, but it's had its own joys as well. So this wants to go underneath the flower, underneath that blue flowery bit, like that. About there, up to the faux lace. There we go, lovely. That's coming down here like this, so I can stick my big ticket on. Even with the few pieces that I put out, as a to have choice for myself, you can still get so many varieties. So that's going to go up there like that. Oh, I just want to read that word. It says total. I just want to see that. There we go. And what did I have? I had one of this one I think it was. In there, yeah. Lovely. I'm just going to hold that with my tweezers. I just find it easier. Lovely. So that goes in there and right up to the pretend lace like that. Excellent. Anything else that go? Yes, this. Now I'm not inking anything on this page either, because I think it could potentially take on a dirty look, and I don't want that. So I'm putting that there. Like that, carefully positioned over that bar there, so it looks random, and yet we spent ages working out where it looked right. So this, I just want that just off the bottom, or just up under that word there. Yeah, there. Right, that's the bottom bit done then. So, coming up to the top bit, the first bit is the bit from the paper pad. I've got something in mind for the cover, but I have to see how it plays out in reality. Might be a bit fanciful. You and your fanciful ideas. So, there we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then this piece, isn't it? Which is the right way up. It's got, I don't know what that is. It looks Dutch actually, but I'm no expert in Dutch, so it could be anything. So after this, we've got the weekly collage challenge. Oh, excuse me. So don't escape too soon. I know last week Jen didn't hang around and she missed the collage altogether. And that was my fault, because I said goodbye at the end of this section, and she rightfully assumed that it was goodbye, whereas I just meant I didn't mean goodbye. Yeah, a bientôt probably. Right. So, this butterfly. Ah, stump, 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 stump. Yes. Where does the stump go? In there somewhere? I think. No, further up. Yeah, there I think. Yeah, I think there. So let's get that butterfly where we want him, which is about there. And then this is just going to go slip in under his wing about there. Perfect. So now I think we can probably stick the butterfly down. Or actually, I might stick the flower down and then see what space we've got left for the butterfly. So we're almost, yeah, 5:30 Thursday afternoon I'm doing, no, Friday afternoon I'm doing this. So tomorrow I need to film the collage for the premiere, collage challenge. And that's it. And one day next week I'll show you, well, I'll aim to show you the cover for this Kraft folder. No. And then hopefully I can bring you news on our really, really exciting new project. But I'm saying nothing at the moment. So I want that down to the bottom of that ticket. Just like that, I think. Let's try the butterfly. Yep, we're all right. So let's get that stuck down. $49 in market. Oh my goodness, they are so good. Just absolutely beautiful. Right, there we are. So there's only the butterfly to go now. Isn't there? Is that it? I think so. That seemed to come together very quickly, didn't it? Not too much grief. It's probably saving itself up for the collage challenge next. There we go, right. There we go, I'm happy with that. Happy, happy, happy. Let's get it stuck in the book. Well, let's see what it looks like, shall we? Oh, it looks lovely. It looks so pretty. Right, so I am going to put glue over that faux lace. So I don't want it bending up where it's not stuck. Obviously can't do this and talk. Okay, let's get that on in place. Let's just check. Yeah, that's just a little bit too tall and I don't really have room. I'm going to have to move it down if I can. Yeah, that's it. That's odd, that's now straight at the bottom. And I know there is a tiny little bit there. So let's give that a good press down. There we go. I'm just going to trim off that weeny little bit at the bottom. It's honestly half for nothing, but we know it's there now. So it would forever annoy us. There we go. So that is stuck down. Let's put the glue back on the bottle. Top back on the glue. Even. And let's make the holes. Oh, it's out already. So I can put it in my folder. Oh, this is quite a thick one. It's difficult to see sometimes when they're really thick because there's not much travel. Oh, where are you, hole? About there. Yeah, they look good. These ones will be a lot easier because they're not so thick up this end. I must say I'm getting on much better with this crocodile than the hand one. There we go. So let's put that in the folder. Come here, folder. There we go. How pretty does that look? Looks gorgeous. I love it. And there's our little girl there in a frame with her roses and she looks pretty. See, there's not that many pieces on that collage, but it looks okay. So there we have it. There we absolutely have it. Both folders are, insides are finished. We just have the covering of the front cover, in fact, to do. So join me in a couple of minutes where I will be doing the collage challenge for this week. See you in a minute. Right, hi, welcome to the collage challenge part of the premiere. This week I'm organised. I've got my prompts down. So they are paper strips. Now that can be absolutely any sort of paper. It can be card, you know, coloured card that you have in your stash, patterned card that you have in your stash, a digi that you've cut part out of and don't know what to do with the rest, whatever, as long as they're strips. Kraft card, a tag, which, you know, You can make any size you like. It can be the smallest tag in the world, really can, but a tag nonetheless, and a die cut. Now, if you're die cutting a tag, that doesn't count, okay? The die cut's got to be something other than the tag. So, I don't know, a heart, a flower, whatever. But those are your 4 prompts. Okay, so let's get cracking. Set that to one side. Here is my collage book so far. This is what we did last week. Actually, the more I see this, the more I like it. It's just pretty. It's just pretty. I love it. I love the gesso background, and I think the fact that we added that pastel in there is really, it's given it kind of a ethereal halo type look. I like it. Anyway, enough of that. On to this week. So here we go, and I have cut myself out a piece of paper that will just sit in there nicely and give us a little frame around it. And I'm going to, whoa, all my prompts just fell out my book. Put those to one side as well. So I've got my paper strips ready, and what I did was printed 3 sheets from the Graphics Fairy of ledger paper. And then I just tore them into strips. And I actually tore them into strips using my ruler, my decal-edged ruler. It was just easier. And I wanted slightly more decal than you get with the decal-edged trimmer, which does give you a decal, but not massively. So I cut them to about, I don't know what, about 1.5 inches, just less than 1.5 inches. And I've cut some that way, some that way, just to fill, so I could get maximum out of my bits of digi paper. So all I intend to do is this, just stick them on. I'm going to have to trim that down, but that's okay. That's all right. So I've got some lighter, and I'm going to overlay them just a little bit. I still want to see that red line, so yeah, I need to trim my paper down. It's a bit too tall for what I've got. I'd rather it was too short than too long, so I'm just going to trim that down a little bit. And that should work for us better. And I'm going to go across that way, which I guess is vertically, I guess. That's great. So I'm just going to use Collage. If you're a fan of using glue stick, this is a good time to use glue stick. I'm not a huge, I like what it does. It's great. It's a good glue, but I just seem to get myself in such a blinking gluey mess that I prefer to use my Collage on here. So I just want that just over the edge of that paper so you can see that nice deckled edge down there. Lovely. That's great. You might notice that I have this ruler on my board now. Stuck on, it's going nowhere, and it's Mr. F came back with it the other day. It's just ingenious. I love it because I can't use the pink side of this cutting board, sorry, which is the inches side, because the camera doesn't like it. It makes everything go weird. So I have to use the purple side, but it's in centimetres, and centimetres mean absolutely nothing to me. I just don't know what a centimetre, well, I know what a centimetre looks like, but it, you know, if you say a measurement in centimetres, I can't envisage it. So to get round that, Mr. F's found me an inch ruler, and it's a 3M tape on the back, and it sticks down. It's just brilliant. So yeah, here, this is it. He bought 2 self-adhesive measuring tape, and you get a metre, but the nought is in the centre. So he cut it at the nought, put half of it up there and then half of it along here. So I've got 1/2 metre along here, and then I could have had 1/2 metre up there, but it's not, you know, the board isn't wide enough. So there it is, that's that. Self-adhesive measuring tape, and the back, as you can see, is 3M, so it's a good brand. I don't know how much were they, Mr. F?
£1.99.
£1.99 to make Miss P happy. Woohoo! So I'm just randomly picking these up, whatever colour they are and whatever. I don't kind of want two together that's the same, but they can be gone cross or long ways. I don't mind. So I'm just going to overlap them slightly like that, and that's all we're going to do all the way along. I'm just trying to see if I can pick up that edge a little bit, the deckled edge, just make it stand out a little bit. I don't know if I can or not. I could have inked them, but I didn't want to ink them. I didn't want it looking dark. No, I think we're going to have to go with what we've got. So how about this one? Cash paid to treasurer. Yeah, I'm the treasurer. Pay me your cash, Mr. F.
Don't I always?
Yeah, you do. So I can tell you, I'm recording this yesterday as it is now, and it is absolutely pouring from the heavens. It's pitch black. We've had to put the light on, and it's 2:30 in the afternoon, so that's just ridiculous. What a summer we've had. It's just been horrendous. Horrendous. Now I'm going to use, oh, is that the same? That's the same one. I can use one of these darker ones though. That's about it then, isn't it? I might use a light one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that light one that says cash. And I think I'm onto a winner here with at least Judy, because Judy likes ledger that's got writing in it. Well, it hasn't got any entries in it, Judy, but it has got some writing on it, so hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully everybody will like it. But see, I could have made these strips a bit narrower, really, because I've gone across that width in just 4 strips. But that's okay. You can make yours narrower, wider, whatever floats your boat, to be honest. So there we are. That is that covered. And wasn't that painless? It was actually. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and cut round, trim round, so they're all looking level and even and everything else. I'm going to leave that. That's the deckled edge. I'm going to leave that one. But the top needs trimming down. There we go. Right, lovely. So the next thing is, I'm not going to ink around it. I've just said that, but I'm not going to ink around each thing either. I've got loads left. Loads and loads. But the good collage stuff, they are really good. Now, next thing is the tag. And I've already cut mine, inked it, put a hole in it, put some of that gorgeous twine that Janya sent me. Oh, it's lovely. And I think I'm going to put this at an angle. Should I put it at an angle? I don't know, but I'll show you what I'm going to put on it anyway, because it's the die cuts. And you might know which die cuts I've gone to. I've gone to my wildflower, Tim Holtz wildflower die cuts. I just love them. So it's a while since the daisies had a little outing, so I thought that this would be a good time. So I've got some leaves. I've got my daisy. I've got my, whatever it is, it's another kind of daisy, I think, by the look of it, which can go there. Yeah. And this is made of Kraft, so that's covered that prompt. I kind of like it at an angle, you know. I'm going to do it at an angle, but before I do that, I need to obviously stick the die cuts down. So the first one to go down is the leaf, because that's in the background. So quick as I can. Wow, speed gluing. I'm sorry for the silence. It's just limited what I can do and talk. You wouldn't think it, Mr. F would never believe that, but it's true. Right. So I think that does go right to the bottom, and it comes up just to one side of the... Ooh, loads of glue on there. Loads. Oh my goodness. That was not a good way to glue. It's not an efficient way. I think they go up, don't they? No, maybe not. Well, I mean, it was efficient in as much as it got it glued down, but there's a lot of glue around. Okay. I have to be more careful with this one. That one, most of that will be covered by this, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'll be a bit more gentle with this, I think. Just want to get the tips glued, because otherwise they'll catch in the next page or whatever. Just cause me problems further down the line. Right. So I'm not going to stick the bottom down yet till I see exactly where that's going. That's going there, like that. Yeah, I think that's a more reasonable amount of glue on there. And I want to snip this off at the bottom, about the same length as the leaf. There we are. Yeah, not exactly the same length. It's better if they're not exactly the same. They look a bit false. That's fine. So now this little one. And to colour these I used my Zig watercolour markers. I had them out the other day doing a little job, and just reminded me how much I love them, so I got them out for this project. So this one will also need a bit cutting off the bottom. Put that there, like that. And yeah, we need to, as predicted, chop a bit off the bottom. So there we go. Give it a good press down. I don't know if my brayer is handy somewhere. If it is, oh well, my large brayer is. Of course it's tangled up with string. I'll just give that a bit of a press down with meaning. There we go. Let's get rid of those sticky bits. Right, so now I can stick that onto my, I don't know where I put it. Where did I put my, oh, here it is. Didn't recognise it. I want it that way up, I think. And I do quite like that way on. You could add lace, you could add all sorts of things like that to your collage. You know I'm not much of a lacy person, so that's never going to happen with me, but you might like to do that. Do I like it like that, or do I like it like that? It's fairly plain and straightforward, this collage, isn't it? Well, it was made easy for me once die cuts came up, because then, well, it was obvious I was going to use the flower ones. And Kraft card was another prompt, so, you know, the two go hand in hand. And this wasn't a die cut that I cut this out of, I cut it out myself. But if I had used a die cut, I'd still have to use another die cut because the tag doesn't count. Because I'm being mean. Right, so just going to put this at a bit of an angle like that. Give it a good press down. Wow, this has come together so blinking quickly. It's ridiculous. Just give that a minute to set up and then I'll brayer that as well. I don't think I want these quite that long. I do want them sticking out the top of the book, but not quite that long. So I'll trim those to there. And yeah, I just want a thingy on it, legend, whatever you might want to call it. I want that to be straight and probably along there. Could have it along there. Well, I like it there. It's going to go there. And I'm not going to put it on dimensional tape because then my book doesn't shut properly. I mean, it's not like it shuts properly anyway. So yeah, what did the Amazon man bring yesterday? Well, he brought a pruning saw. Yeah, you heard me right. No, I'm not going to be using pruning saw in my journals or ephemera. Oh, Mr. F's got it in his hands. Let's have a look at it then. There you go. A pruning saw. I was most nonplussed by the whole thing. So one day soon you'll be out there pruning. Good luck with that, Mr. F.
Thank you.
I'll be watching, rolling round the floor. See, that hasn't stuck down properly, the little blighter. The little blighter. There we go. Right, I think we're okay to roll. Wagons roll.
You know you've let the grass get too long when you need a pruning saw.
And honestly, that's it. Where's our list of prompts here? Let's just check. Paper strips, yes. Kraft card, yes. Tag, yes. Die cuts, that's it. I've done it. That was quick. That was very quick. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that in there. What does that look like? Looks quite nice. It would be a nice page in a journal, that, I think. It's not looking particularly stand out there, but I think in a journal, I'm so tempted to ink around that. I think I'm going to have to. I just can't fight the urge any longer. It just needs it. Because I inked around the tag and it's now making the rest look a bit meh. But as you know from last week, I like to make what I've used the collage sort of thing to make a card or something different. Doesn't have to be the collage thing, but this week I'm going to use the collage thing to make a card. So I'm going to get this stuck down in here, and then we'll move on to making a little card that I like to send to somebody. I'm not saying they're good, I'm just saying it might brighten someone's day to think, I was thinking about them. I think it does with anybody. If anybody receives a card, you think, oh, that's sweet. Somebody was thinking. Last week it was Roz, and it's now on its way to Roz, the purple one that we did last week. But she's in Canada, I'm in the UK, so it might take a little while to get there, but that doesn't matter. Can't think as she's waiting for it to arrive. There we go. That looks better with the ink drowned border, definitely. So there we are. That's it. How easy can you be? How easy can you be? And it looks quite plain. I will grant you that, it does. But it's a really easy way. And I just think that would be nice in a journal. I like it. Okay, so let's put that and the prompts over there, and then we'll start the card. Right, so for the card I have cut a piece that is 5.5 square, and I'm going to do exactly what I did with the collage. I'm just going to stick some of these strips down on it. I have actually cut the strips narrower than I had for the page in the collage book, because I think that was a bit of a mistake really. I think they could have done with being a bit narrower. So I've corrected that mistake hopefully here. So I want that one just there. Oops, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. I can always trim down. There we go. And I'm just going to traverse my way across this page. Same thing. I've actually cut these ones with a decal edge cutter. When I cut them down. Oh, the rain is absolutely lashing at the window. This is ridiculous. It's August. What is going on? So I'm just using random pieces, kind of whatever comes to hand pretty much. And as I said before, if you get on with glue sticks, it's the perfect use of it. Perfect. So I'm just covering up the last piece by putting that piece over it. And I think this is much better with the narrow strips. I definitely do. That was a bit of an error on the other collage in the book, but you know, you live and you learn, don't you? You have to practice bits. See what you like. Not every day is a day for a masterpiece. One day would be nice. Yeah, just the odd one day would be good. But I do think on days when your mojo's gone, or you just can't get into whatever it is that you think you're supposed to be doing, just doing background collages is just great. You know, whether they're inky backgrounds or bits of tone up remnants that you've got from other projects. Just a good way to get something productive out of the day, but not to challenge yourself too much. Not to feel bad about not making something. You don't have to make something. every day. In the very recent past, I used to feel like that I had to make something, I had to video it, I had to get it out for you guys. And all that did in the long run was just kill my mojo. It made me really tired and frazzled. Frazzled, I'll say I was. And that's no good for anybody. So, I'm going to have a very odd... Oh, don't want that bit. Going to have an odd little bit on the end here. Oh well, that's a bit wider, so I'm going to come across it a bit more with this piece. And then I might get something on the side. See, I'm just going to come across there a bit more, and that'll leave me enough there to get another strip on. Yes, that's all right. That's okay. I'll put this very light one on. Why not? So it's the same recipe that I used for the collage in the collage book. I'm sticking by the same guidelines. There we go. Right. So that's that. Now I need to clean my board up because it's a mess. Just move that to one side. And just pick that up because I've been keeping this board really very clean and I don't want to wreck it now. Sorry if you're moving around. There we go. So I'm going to trim this off to the 5.5 inch piece that we've got as the background. Wonder if I can get away with leaving that little... Oh, it's so dark in here, I can't see where to cut. Let's have a look at that and see what it looks like. Here's my card blank. Let's just fold that in two like that. And yes, I can get away with that. That looks quite nice. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so before we move on, I'll ink around that. Because remember, we thought we should have done... Well, I did. I don't know what you thought. I couldn't hear you. But I am going to ink around that. Usually on a Saturday we go out for a little jaunt in the car, but I'm telling you, it's just so miserable. Right, so there we've got that. I've still got some strips left, but that's okay. They're perfect strips for a collage for another project. So I've got my tag made. It just fits on there nicely. And I've got the same complement of flowers actually that I had for the other one, but I don't know if I can fit all three on. We'll have a look and see if we can or not, and get that leaf on there. There's going to be some trimming going on of the bottom because this is shorter. That there. And this little one. Excuse me. I quite like it when it's just the two actually. I could fit that on. do I want to? I like just the two. I'm going to leave it just the two. So I'm going to pause you while I glue this down because it's just, oh dear, it's just boring. Right, I've got those two stuck down and there's definitely room there for this one. And I think I will add it because this side looks a little bit bare to me. So Mr. F said to try my, and he's quite right, try my snail. I think this is the dotty one. Yeah, dotty. So let's just get a piece of remnant paper. And try that. I'm sure that's got to be a better way of going on. Excellent. Perfect. That's much better, isn't it? Much cleaner, easier, neater. Thanks, Mr. F. Nothing short of a genius. Right, so I just need to trim that there. And there we have it. So there's our nice little tag. Now I was thinking, as I was doing this, sticking the things down, that a bit of faux stitching would probably look quite nice around this tag. So let me get my fine liner out. It's quite a thickish fine liner. It's 0.8 for anyone who's interested. And I'm just going to do a sort of running stitch. Oh, I don't know if that's dark enough. I need something really dark. Let me get my new micron pens out. Which is the thickest of those? Oh goodness, let's try 0.8. Yeah, let's try that one. Let's try it on the remnant paper first, shall we? That's better. Yes, look at that, that's much better. So I'm just going to go around the whole thing with this faux stitching. You can stitch around it if you want. Sometimes I just think faux stitching looks better. I don't know if you can hear that rain. It's torrential. And quite ridiculous for August. But I guess you're absolutely sick of me saying that. But I'm sick of the rain, so there you go. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of brought that to life a little bit. I'm going to do it on the one in the book as well. That's much better. Much better. Right, let me just do this one then as well, seeing as we're in that mood. You could do it around the actual collage as well. That might bring it to life a little bit. I don't know. I might experiment with the one in the book first. But I do like this, I can tell you. It's just, I don't know, it's just giving it something that was lacking. That's what I say about experimentation. And that's why this book, the collage book, is good. Because it's all experiments, really. Where am I? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just all a bit of experimentation, see what works. And when I look through it, I can think, well, that didn't really work very well. others I think, yeah, that was okay, that's worth remembering. So there we are, that's that. It looks, to my mind, a lot better. And, you know, you can decide for yourself if you want to do faux stitching around the entire page. I think I will on that one. And I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Or should I just darn well go for it? Let's just darn well go for it. Let's just do it. Feeling quite cavalier. So I'll pause you there, I'll come back when I've done it all. Right, I've flushed with success. I've gone around this one as well. And I do think it helps. Just lifts the page a little bit, which is good. So, right, leave that to one side, crack on with this. And the reason I'm doing these cards now is because someone said to me, well, actually several people have said to me, well, you know, making a collage is nice, blah, blah, but what am I going to do with it? You know, what purpose does it have? So I just want to show you that they do have a purpose. Look on your collage book or whatever as experimentation, which is what I do. And then you can bring that into a collage, a journal page, a journal pocket, you know, something in your journal. Or you can make, you know, if you're a card maker or you're looking for a card to send to somebody, you can draw on some of those experiments that you've had. You know, repeat the parts you did like, leave out the parts that weren't so successful. Or make the whole thing into a journal page. So I want this a bit on the skew. Down a little bit, just there. That just fits in, I'll tell you, just, and that's all. Not as skewed as that, I don't think. Yeah, like that. That's nice. And I'm going to leave some of that twine hanging around, but not all of that, that's a bit too much. Just like that is nice, I think. So where's my, let's just quick check of my fingers before I pick up the card blank, because you know what I'm like. So that's just going to get stuck onto there. So let's do that. So it's just to give you an idea of how you can bring your experiments into something tangible. I've left quite a big margin around this, but I quite like big margins, so I'm all right with it. Give that just a minute to set up, and then I will get the brayer out. And I've just made this, it's from one of those Tim Holtz, you know, the thick pieces that he does, the big chipboard pieces. And I just peeled the top off it because I didn't want it thick. It just says Create Art. And I backed it onto some Kraft card. I'm just going to stick that there, perhaps. There, perhaps. Quite like it there. Let's put it straight onto me so I get a better view. I think there. I think there. This is just Kraft paper actually I'm using, it's not Kraft card. It's thickish paper, but paper it is. So, right way round would be a help. So about there. Create art, because that's what we do all the time. And then when people say, but oh, I'm not an artist. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You have ideas in your head and you get them down. That's kind of being an artist. So there we go. There's our little card for today. Hope you like it. You know, once again, let me say this, I said it last Sunday as well, I am not a card maker. I've never been a card maker. A lot of people who come to this junk journaling and stuff, they've been card makers and they've progressed to junk journaling. I started with junk journaling, so I really have no base of building cards. So it's just, you know, it's just me, well, experimenting really. So anyway, that's the collage for today. Let's have a look and see. That's the one for our book. This is the one that's the card. And here are the prompts. So there we go. Come down, come down, come down. There we go. We can see everything there. That's it. So I really rather like both now, and particularly since the faux stitching was put in place. So let me say thank you to everybody who's watching with me or afterwards. A huge thank you to everybody who donates to the channel. You know, it allows me to buy the things that I need to bring the videos to you free of charge. So thank you hugely to everyone, be it £1 or much more than £1. Whatever it is, we're very grateful. Thank you very much. And I will no doubt see you in the week at some stage. We've got the cover of the Kraft folder to make, so that's exciting. And then if not, if you can't make it, I'll see you next Sunday on the premiere. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care now. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.